5. Offences against women and child. Research and inanimate. Sexual offences. Which section of the BNS defines the offence of rape? Section 63. रेप क्या है कौन सा डिफाइन करता है सेक्शन 63. दूसरा में सेक्सुअल इंटरकोर्स विद कंसेंट ऑफ अ गर्ल अमाउंट्स टू रेप. सी इज अंडर 18 years. Section 2 to section 63 states that non-consensual sexual intercourse by a man with his own wife does not amount to rape. Personally, presently the age circumscribed for this exception is B. 18 years. A commits sexual intercourse with his wife aged under 18 year with her consent. A commits rape. अगर 18 साल से कम आपकी वाइफ है, अगर आप उसके साथ इंटरकोर्स करते हैं, दैट विल बी कम अंडर रेप, चाहे वो कंसेंट से ही क्यों ना हो. पांचवा में है ए प्रोमिसेस टू मैरी बी his student and inducted her to cohabit with him. He has given her a false assurance of marriage and also fraudulently gone through certain ceremonies of marriage, making B believe that she was lawfully wedded wife of A. Later, A refused to recognize her as his wife. What offense has been made by A? Rape. A has sexual intercourse with a widow with her consent. A is guilty of no offense. When a man having sex with a woman, even with her consent, man is said to be commit rape if the age of that woman is less than 18 years. अगर consent के साथ भी किया जाए, अगर 18 साल से कम है, that will called as rape. आठवां में है where the accused caught hold of a girl, grabbed her by force, by side of the bushes, threw her down on the ground, removed her undergarments, got over her and attempted to penetrate, but before he could succeed, the girl started bleeding. The accused was guilty of attempt of rape. Norma में which section will be attracted if a public servant commits rape on a woman in his custody? 64 का दूसरा का B. 10वां में है which of the following section of the BNS punishes for causing death or resulting in persistent vegetative state of victim during the commission of the offense of the rape? Section 66. Which one of the following sections of the BNS prescribes punishment up to the death sentence in reference to the offense of rape? 66. What punishment for custodial rape is provided? Custodial rape के लिए कौन सा punishment है? For custodial rape, rigorous imprisonment for a term which shall not be less than 10 years, but which may extend to imprisonment of life and shall also be liable to fine. A has sexual intercourse with his own wife, who is living separately from him under a decree of separation without her consent. Which section of BNS covers this matter? Section 67. Which section of the BNS punishes sexual intercourse by employing deceitful means? 69. Section 69. What punishment is given for offense of sexual intercourse by employing deceitful means? Imprisonment which may extend to 10 years and fine. 16 में under which section of the BNS gang rape is punishable? Section 70. Gang rape. For gang rape, it is necessary that the rape should be committed by more than one person. More than one person. For gang rape, one person से ज़्यादा. 18 में है the punishment for gang rape as provided under section 70 of BNS is rigorous imprisonment which will be not less than 20 years, but it may extend up to life imprisonment, which shall mean imprisonment for remainder of that person's natural life and with fine. 19 में है where a woman is gang raped, each of those persons shall be deemed to have committed the offense of rape and shall be punished with rigorous imprisonment for not less than 20 years. For the offence committed under Section 71 of BNS, the punishment shall be life imprisonment or death. Which section of the BNS punishes for disclosure of identity of victim of certain offences? Section 72. Criminal force assault against women. Which section provides punishment for assault or use of criminal force to women with intent to outrage her modesty? Section 74. A demand or request for sexual intercourse, sexual favor from a woman is punishable under BNS. 75. Which one of the following acts constitutes sexual harassment under BNS? All the above. Sexual harassment क्या होगा? Physical contact and advances involving unwelcome, explicit sexual overtures, a demand for or request for sexual favors, showing pornography against the will of the woman. चौथा में assault or use of criminal force to women with intent to disrobe है punishable under Section 76. Voyeurism is defined and punished under which section of the BNS? Section 77. The offence of voyeurism under Section 77 of the BNS is committed when any man who watches or captures the image of a woman engaging in private act in circumstances where she would usually have the expectation of not being observed, either by perpetrator or any other person at behest of the perpetrator, or disseminates such image. Satma, when a woman was taking bath in her bathroom, X captures the image in his mobile and upload it on the Facebook page. What offense has been committed by X? Voyeurism. Atma, what is the punishment for voyeurism upon first conviction? Imprisonment which shall not be less than 1 year but which may extend to 3 years and fine. What is the punishment for voyeurism upon second and subsequent conviction? Imprisonment which shall not be less than 3 years but which may extend to 7 years. The offense of stalking is punishable under Section 78 of the BNS. A man who monitors the use by a woman of internet, email, or any form of electronic communication commits the offense of stalking. A man who regularly visits the Instagram page of a bikini model, woman celebrity, and also follows her commits the offense of man commits no offense. A and B are good friends. A proposes B for marriage, but she denies. A is in suspicion of B's love affair with someone else. Monitored her mobile phone and email account used by B. What offense has been committed by A? Stalking. 14 में है, according to BNS, any man who monitors the use by women of internet, email, or any other form of electronic communication commits the offense of stalking. Which of the following acts will amount to an offense of stalking? A male colleague monitoring the emails of a female colleague. 16 में है, even after clear indication of disinterest shown by a woman to a man, if such man follows her, then under which circumstance it would not constitute offense of stalking? It was pursued under a law. 17 में, under which of the following circumstances the conduct will not amount to stalking? All the above. Offense relating to marriage. पहला में है, which of the following section of the BNS is related to dowry death? Section 80. Bride burning has been made as an offense under BNS in which section? 80. Which is not the essential ingredient of dowry death? Ocular testimony regarding injuries by accused person to woman. The offense of dowry death under Section 80 of BNS is committed where the death of a woman is caused by any burns or bodily injury or occurs otherwise than under normal circumstances within 7 years of marriage. And soon her death, she was subjected to cruelty or harassment by her husband or any relative of her husband for in connection with any demand of dowry. पांचवा में punishment for dowry death under section 80 of the BNS is not less than 7 years but which may extend to imprisonment for life. छठा में है wife of A committed suicide after 2 years of her marriage and before her death she was subjected to cruelty and harassment by A and his parents for demand of dowry. A and his parents have committed the offense of under section 80 of the BNS. Which section provides punishment for cohabitation caused by man deceitfully inducing belief a lawful marriage? Section 81. Which section of the BNS provides punishment for marrying again during lifetime of husband or wife? Section 82. Second marriage. Which section of the BNS provides punishment for subjecting wife to cruelty? Section 85. 498A है similar to IPC. Which section of the BNS defines cruelty? 86. Cruelty जो है defined किया गया section 86 of BNS. Which section of BNS provides punishment for kidnapping, abducting, or inducing women to compel her marriage? Section 87. A man by deceit caused a woman not lawfully married to him to believe that she is lawfully married to him and to cohabit with him in that behalf is dealt under section of 81 of the BNS. In which 13 में है in which of the following offences mens rea is not essential ingredient? बाइगैमी में मेंस रिया जो है essential ingredient नहीं है. So 14 क्वेश्चन नंबर 14 में है in which of the following cases the Supreme Court has remarked that husband is not the master of the wife? Joseph Sain versus Union of India. 15 में है a Hindu husband converting to Islam and marrying again will be guilty of bigamy. It was held in which of the following case? Sarla Mudgal versus Union of India. 16 में है cruelty under section 86 includes all the above. Willful conduct likely to drive the woman to commit suicide. Willful conduct likely to cause grave injury or danger to life, limb, or her health. Harassment with a view to coerce her to meet any unlawful demand of dowry. 17 में है the punishment for the harassment of the woman by her husband or any of his relatives with a view to coercing her or any person related to her for dowries imprisonment for a term which may extend up to 3 years. Causing miscarriage. Which section of the BNS provides punishment for causing miscarriage? Section 88. X with intention to cause miscarriage administered a drug to a pregnant lady while the child in the womb died. X is guilty of causing miscarriage. A administers. तीसरा में है A administers poisonous drug to a woman. B to cause miscarriage. It is found that B was not pregnant in the case. A is guilty of attempt to cause miscarriage. चौथा में है A claiming to be family planning expert gave X some chemical. After consuming the chemical, the child in the womb of X died in the womb. A has committed offense of causing miscarriage. Death caused by an act done with intent to cause miscarriage is dealt under section 90. Offences against a child. पहला में है which section provides punishment for exposure and abandonment of child under 12 years of age by parent or person having care of it? Section 93. दूसरा में A with intention of causing the death of a child. B who is below 12 years exposes him in a deserted palace. Here A will liable under which section of the BNS? Section 93. Section 93 of the BNS punishes the offense of exposure and abandonment of a child under 12 years by parent or person having care of it. Section 105 of the BNS provides for punishment for offense of culpable homicide not amounting to murder. A exposes her child with knowledge that she is thereby likely to cause its death. The child dies in consequence of such exposure. In such circumstances, A may be आंसर है बी, charged with and convicted of the offense under section 93 and 105 of the BNS. A and B, the parents of infant X abandon the infant in the middle of the night during the winter season. As a result, the X suffers from hypothermia. X is discovered by a good Samaritan who rushes X to the hospital. Unfortunately, the facilities at the hospital were inadequate and X dies. During the course of investigation, it is also revealed that X may have survived if X has received appropriate medical care at the hospital. In these circumstances, offense under which provision of the BNS have been committed by A and B, both section 1031 and 93. पांचवा में which section provides for the punishment of concealment of birth by secret disposal of dead body? Section 94. छठा में which section provides for the punishment for hiring, employing or engaging a child to commit an offense? Section 95. सातवां में which section provides for offense of procuration of child? Section 96. आठवां में punishment for selling child for the purpose of prostitution, etc. is provided under Section 98. नौवां में है punishment for buying a child for purpose of prostitution is given under Section 99.